Put some respect on it.
Bitch, I'm on my mama's side.
When you say my name, put some respect on it. I ain't playing with y'all, put some respect on it. And I ain't gonna say it, and I ain't gonna say it no more. Listen, now I could have pulled up, put some respect on it, but that ain't.
Hey everybody, what's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Aaron Wiles Out TV coming to you guys with another video. And yes, I am here. I am here. I am here. Yes. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Click the in the description below to follow all of my social medias. I am on IG, I'm on TikTok, and I am on Twitch. Um yeah. And if y'all want to support the channel, y'all can definitely support the channel by way of Cash App. Okay. Most dev. My Cash App is flowing across the screen below. So support your boy, okay? Period. Um, Before I get into this, to what this video is about, because we're definitely gonna get into the Nene Leakes and Carlos King interview, the legendary interview part 2, where I'm gonna recap everything about the interview. I want to give my condolences to two people in particular. I want to say um give my condolences to the family and friends of August Cloud, who is one of the stars of um Euphoria, Euphobia, bitch. Oh shit, Euphoria. I think it's Euphoria. He's one of the stars. Um, I remember seeing an interview by him. He said he was, mentally, he was dealing with something mentally, and he had some mental, he was not there mentally. So, and it's just a shock to it was just a shock to hear on whatever day that we found out that he actually passed away. And he was so young, he was 25. Like, that's sad. And I want to give another family and friends. Let me get his name. The brother, the brother that got unalive with, a stabbing situation. He um it was a hate crime. It was definitely a hate crime because he was quote unquote voguing at the gas station in Brooklyn. I don't know where in Brooklyn. I got to get more tea on that. But I think his name is Shelby. I think his name is O'Shea Shelby or some sort. I gotta get the name, but rest in peace to that brother. He didn't need to die. Most definitely. He did not need to he did not deserve that. So I just want to say rest in peace to those two brothers. Um, and my condolences, sending love and condolences to their family and their friends, whoever knew them and loved them. Okay, so let's get in to Nene Leakes and Carlos King's interview. Legendary interview, you guys. All right. So, mm, ciao. This was a lot. This was probably an hour or so. I written some notes down. I have written some notes. It's not gonna be like part one where I literally was like, let me just talk about it. I didn't talk about it in depth part one, but I feel like I need to do it in part two because I actually watched it about 2 to 3 times, and I actually took notes, you guys. So let's talk about it. So in this part two, they definitely talked about an array of things. They talked about the lawsuit and how it was unfair, and all the injustice that she had to endure. Um, you know, talked about the Bethany and how they tried to compare both her and Bethany and the treatment between them two. She definitely talked about Marlo, having a peach and being a friend, becoming, being a friend to becoming a peach holder, and how it's kind of crazy that she's the one bringing the drama. So we're gonna get into that. We're definitely gonna get into Candy because I have loads of opinion. Y'all already know how I feel about the whole Candy situation. A lot of people, I feel like majority of the people are very, very fans of Candy, who love Candy, all of her accomplishment, her millions and millions of dollars and businesses and help and stuff. But I have my opinion and I hope it will be respected. We can have a respective dialogue on that situation. Okay. We're gonna talk about Candy. We're gonna be talking about Nene being the anchor of the show and how Sheree could never. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna be talking about Wendy Williams and the friendship and how it was a one-way friendship. You know, it was, in the front of the camera, she was shade the girl, but then on the back end, it's like, Nene, what's up? Let's go shopping. Let's go out to eat. Yeah. Like, girl, all right. We're gonna be talking about that. We're gonna be talking about the opportunities that Nene Leaks have gotten, but all and then it fell through. It just fell by the wayside for whatever reason. And then we're gonna be talking about Claudia Jordan. Now, I'm not going to be talking about this little sentimental moment between Carlos and Nene. It was cute. It was great, cute, whatever. Love the sentimental moments and Carlos really telling Nene how great she is and how much he respects her and how much she's just this matriarch in this trailblazer in the reality TV world, and that she is. No matter if you dislike her, no matter if you hate her, whatever, indifferent, Nene Leakes is one of the most talked about reality stars in of all time. I don't care what you say about her. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. So let's start with this. Let's start with the lawsuit, child. So they're talking about the lawsuit. Now, I know a lot of people have many opinions on this lawsuit. They felt like Nene is crying wolf. She's, a lot of people feel like that Nene, it was all good when they were kissing your ass, giving you the money that what you wanted. But now, since they're not kissing your ass no more, yada yada yada, that now it's like all hell break loose. You calling them all types of names and racist and uh cokeheads and stuff like that. It's like this whole melee. All right. Let me just say this. I love the fact that Nene said this, and I don't think enough people are talking about this. Nene made it a point to say that she been was talking, and I just don't think a lot of people are missing the point. Nene has been talking to the people in front and behind the scenes about the unfairness. She said this in the deposition or whatever in the lawsuit. She has said numerous of times that about the unfairness. Now, whatever she said in the front end, on the front end, people can use that and be like, well, when on the front, like when you on camera, you was giving it and doing this and doing this. You was like, you were the girl, like people was kissing your ass, giving you all the money, just basically, like I said, kissing Nene's ass. But here's my thing. I feel like people are missing a point in saying that Nene is not going off of like, okay, they gave me money. This is money that she earned. They gave you money. They gave you money to make you happy. This is money that she earned, that she put in work for. And Nene has stated that in the beginning, Bravo was a new company. Nobody didn't know what the fuck a Bravo was. They didn't know who was Bravo, what was on Bravo. Bravo had what? Had Orange County in New York before Atlanta. It wasn't until Atlanta came to where people got to know who the fuck Bravo was. And that's no shade. And when Watch What Happens Live came about, and she said this on the interview, that she was the one to have to wake up Watch What Happens Live because she was the most seen on that show. So at the end of the day, Nene has said this, and I agree. She put her hard sweat and tears to make Real Housewives and Bravo big names. Like she poured everything into Bravo. Now I feel like she should have been compensated and she should have been well taken care of because of the fact that you had a big star on your network. Hey escrow, hey boo. You have a big star on your network. Y'all are a new network that nobody knows about. You had two shows on your platform that nobody gave a fuck about. You probably had some other programming, but nobody gave a fuck until No Shade, Real Housewives of Atlanta. I didn't give a fuck about Bravo before then. Hey, Spicy. Hey, Boo. I didn't give a good goddamn about Bravo before Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's why I never watched OC, and I have never watched New York. I don't know what went on those shows. So I'm actually kind of glad. And I said this, y'all. I'm so glad they did a reboot of New York. And now I get to see new girls because I get to become a new fan of New York. I didn't care about a Bethany. Even though a lot of people love Bethany and Ramona and all them other old hags, I just didn't care because I wasn't invested into those girls. Other people were. That's y'all opinion. That's good. But now there's some new girls, and now I'm loving it. But it wasn't until Nene came on Bravo and shake it up and become a big household name on there. Because the only star had to be was Nene on Bravo, like a Bravo star. The first star was Nene Leakes. It wasn't a Vicky Gumbuson. It wasn't a Bethany. It was a Nene Leakes. First time I heard of Bravo was being Bobby Brown came out. See, the thing is, and also Spicy, I didn't even know about being Bobby Brown. Or probably I was watching being Bobby Brown, but I didn't know if it was on Bravo. Because probably at that time I was still young or something, and I didn't care to know the network it came from. I wasn't looking at the network or what network it was on. I just cared about the show. But I don't remember Bobby Brown. I just know there's clips on the internet that's circulating right now. But like I said, I didn't know about Bravo until Real Housewives of Atlanta. And everybody, the consumption, the consumption is that a lot of people did not know about Bravo, did not know about Bravo until Real Housewives of Atlanta. So when Nene said that it was a new company, she could call on executives. She can call them directly because they were new. They wasn't this multi-million dollar company or network that it is now. They had to work up to that. And Nene Leakes had the pleasure of growing with said company. Now I understand what y'all also may think that child, yo, you are a worker. You were a worker. You wasn't you wasn't a producer, you wasn't an EP. Like there should have been something in your contract, Nene, that should have stated that because it was a growing company. I there should have been something in place for you, Nene, that should have said that you're putting this franchise on your back and you're gonna do what's best for that franchise. But honestly, and I'm gonna also say this, I feel like Nene did not even know, did not even know how big Real Housewives would have gotten. I don't think she, I don't think she knew in her mind how massive Real Housewives could, like been. I just don't. And she said that she would have never knew in a million years how Real House have grown to where it is now, being a number one on the franchise. They were number one on the franchise. It's fair to say put Bravo on the map. Yes, we blacks put Bravo on the map. And it's also so sad for Nene to say that it's disheartening that one of their big stars say that look at it now. The fact that Real Housewives is now the number 3 show behind Below Deck, Real Housewives of Atlanta of Beverly Hills is mind-boggling to me. It's so mind-boggling to me that is now the number 3 show. When for all these years it became the number 1 show. And Nene feels that they probably wanted it to be like that. And let me just say this. I feel like the reason for pushing out the OGs, I feel like it has to do with Bravo saying that we no longer have to pay these girls the big dollars that we once did, because now these girls are getting lazy. They think they're big stars. They think they're this, that, this, and the third. And it's like we could find another y'all in a minute. Or we can just do away with y'all, just get rid of all of y'all and find some new chicks like they did with New York, and people love it. And no shade. I feel like we all agree that if Real Housewives is not going to get back to the Real Housewives that we've grown to love and watched and debated about on Twitter and Instagram and all those other things, they should get rid of everybody. And I've been saying that. Get rid of everybody. If y'all not going to bring back Nene or bring back anybody, get rid of it and start fresh. Because I am tired. Hey Keita, hey boo. Hey Keita. I am tired. And I've said this. I will not review Real Housewives of Atlanta because I find it phony, fake, and contrived. They are not doing nothing. They're not shaking it up. I find it very exhausting reviewing this because I know that it's fake. Yes, Keita, the lineup is super whack. These girls are not giving it. These girls are scared to get in the field. Let me also say this. I saw a clip, and I even put this on my Instagram. If you, on my Instagram stories, I don't know if y'all watched it, but there was a clip where Courtney and Kenya got into it. And the majority says that Courtney was eating Kenya up, but Kenya wasn't giving no sass or back talk because Kenya do not feel like these girls are worthy enough to go back and forth with. But let me tell you this, I just love the fact that Courtney stepped up from where Courtney was the first season of the new season to now. I actually I'm okay with Courtney. I am definitely okay with Courtney and where she is right now. Yes, her voice is annoying, but the fact that she wasn't scared to come for Kenya and let Kenya know what it is and what it ain't gonna be, I fucks with her. Because damn sure you're not gonna get it from Senya. I said this before. Senya, when Senya folded in Jamaica, when she folded under pressure with Kenya, because Kenya asked her a simple question and she could not even answer her. I was like, you know what? Give it up. You know what? Give Senior her walking papers because she cannot hang. She cannot hang, y'all. And I bet you she's gonna fold at the reunion because now Kenya, Candy, and Drew do not like her. But she got Marlo, she got other, but we're not doing this. I'm just saying, y'all. The lineup is not giving. These girls are not showing up to work, and that's what they said on this interview. Carlos King and Nene agreed that these girls are not showing up to work. What are they doing? They are clueless. We are the viewers that can see this show that are watching either you watching the clip or you watching the whole show. These girls are not giving it. These girls look out of place. Okay? They don't understand the assignment is given mediocre as fuck. Period, Keita. And that's no shade. Low-key, I feel like seeing your sister is probably more entertaining than her. See? The mere fact that the family member is more entertaining than the actual peach holder is a problem. It's a freaking problem. And let me just say this. A lot of people feel like the lawsuit, and this is off subject. I feel like a lot of people feel like the lawsuit is like done because Nene dropped the lawsuit. No, they're still in mediation. That's what people don't know, that they're still in mediation. They're still in talks to resolve the situation. Nene just dropped one part of the lawsuit. But all I want to know, the mere fact, I love the fact that she said she understands why she's getting less episodes. She's getting less episodes. And let me speak on the less episodes because I remember season 12. I remember when Kenya called it out that we're seeing less of Nene because Bravo is phasing her out. And I remember Nene was trying to combat Kenya on that. It was like Bravo's not phasing me out, but I feel like in my mind, I feel like Nene was trying to put on a brave face and not let Kenya see her sweat or let Kenya get the best of her. That's when I was like, I knew Nene was like, no, you. Basically, Nene was trying to save face. Cause I know Nene knew that these people at Bravo were trying to phase her out. And it's sickening that it is like that. It's sickening. Hey, Carla. Nene was correct about Candy being overrated, overpaid, starless. The camera doesn't like Nene, but likes her family. And we're gonna touch on that, Carla. We're gonna touch on that. Thank you, boo. But yeah, she understood why they were phasing her out, but she wanted to know their reason because she knows for certain that, oh, the unhappiness. She's unhappy. She said, I wasn't unhappy. And honestly, Nene was going through a lot. And I hear a lot of people say Nene was unbearable her last couple of seasons before she left. People have to remember that she was going through something so heavy as to losing her husband. She couldn't fathom being away for somebody that she knew since her 20s. People are not getting that fact. But I'm not going to go backwards. But the fact that nobody gave her grace, I felt that was fucked up. I understand Nene lashed out at people, disrespected people, but we have to understand that I felt like Nene never been through something like this. To watch your husband deteriorate in front of your eyes, but not only your eyes, the public's eyes. And the fact that her children is watching their father deteriorate in front of their eyes. The fact that she has to deal with Brent emotions as well. Even though he's grown, that's still her child. That's still her baby. And I don't think people took that into account. People still was like, oh, she was this, she was unbearable, she was this. She was going through a lot. And then people not taking into the fact that she was dealing with Bryson's drug habits for years. Dealing with Bryson, dealing with Greg, dealing with other family members and stuff like that. And she said her brother was going through it. Her brother is addicted to drugs. Like, people are not taking into the fact. And people also said that she shouldn't have filmed how she's going to take care of her family if she don't work. How? And y'all know Nene always is all about transparency. This is her real life that she's going through. If she's going through something so traumatic in her life as the husband is having cancer and is losing, he had cancer, it went away, and then it came back. People are not taking into that fact. We're not giving her, but because she's Nene Leakes, we're not going to give her that. Okay, fine. Okay, cool. All right. When the fact that she says something about hey JJ, hey boo. So the Bethany treatment. Now, I heard her say this, that she feels like Bethany and her they're both saying the same things, but I feel when she's saying that it's gonna be more received from coming from Bethany than herself because of the skin color and because Bethany is non-threatening, even though they have the same type of outspoken personalities. It's just the fact that Nene is this tall black woman hovering over probably some executives who are like 5'3" or 5'4", very intimidating and aggressive. But this white woman is non-threatening, but still says what she says with authority and conviction. You see, it's a catch-22. You damn if you do, you damn if you don't. You damn if you do, and you damn if you don't. And that's always been Nene's story. You damn if you do, you damn if you don't. It's crazy. But I love that Bethany is standing on. I just watched something with I just watched an interview with Bethany I think she was on Entertainment Tonight, and she was talking about the whole. She wants all the reality TV stars to stop working on these shows, stop showing up to work. Let's boycott because no shade, y'all. It's the principle, and I do feel like certain reality stars should stop working for these shows instead of just collecting the check. Y'all should want to collect residual payments. Let's do a union. And Nene has said this. They should start a union because reality stars do not get no medical benefits. Nene stated this, that if you're a reality star and you're on these shows, hey Tawana, hey boo, you're on these shows, they do not provide health care if you get sick. If you get sick, you have to pay it out of your own pocket. They do not get health care. They do not get dental plan or any insurance, anything. But if you are with SAG, which Nene has been doing scripted shows, she's under the SAG. She's under SAG, and she can get health care. And that's why she was able to to provide for Greg, because Greg was under her insurance. It's a bigger picture. Hey, Katiana. Hey, boo. Hey, boo. It's a bigger picture than just collecting the check. I feel like if you were off that show, you would want to collect residual income from these episodes that's being pushed out every single year, especially when you're not on the episodes. So I want everybody to at least go and take a look at Bethany's interview with Entertainment Tonight, because I love the fact that certain reality stars are with Bethany in the fight to let's build the union for the reality stars and not just the A-list stars, because at the end of the day, we're not portraying other people's lives. We're portraying our own real lives. So I am with Bethany on that. Okay, so let's go on to Marlo. Now, Carlos King asked Nene how she felt about Marlo becoming a peach holder. Now, I'm going to say this. Many people felt like Nene was hating at first. I never thought she was hating. And you know what? It's so funny how Nene is always being picked apart when she's giving her honest and unfiltered opinion about something that she's being asked, because it don't favor your opinion or how or the way you think that she should respond. It's hate. And people got to pick Nene apart for her opinion. I remember it was being said that Marlo's going to have a peach, and they asked Nene about it. Nene was already off the show, but Nene said that I don't know why they're giving Marlo a peach when they got the most out of Marlo without even giving her a peach. And people have said that, oh, Marlo could talk about her nephews or whatever. Well, why does she need a peach to talk about her nephews? She could talk about her nephews with being a friend. I remember everybody was like, Nene's hating on Marlo. She's jealous of Marlo having a peach, and you're not on the show, Nene. You're mad that Marlo is having a peach. Stop being a hater, Nene. Stop being a hater, Nene. But darn golly, look at God. Now people are mad at the fact that Marlo got a peach. People want Marlo to lose her peach. But wasn't it the same people? Wasn't it the same people that was just boosting Marlo's head up when she got the peach? But now y'all want to de-peach her because she's not behaving in the manner that you would like her to act like? Because she's taking somebody that's so beloved as Candy, and Marlo is taking Nene, is taking Candy to task and making Candy work for the check that she shows up to, making her work for that $1 million check. You're not just going to Candy is not just going to sit around and just, and not perform and not be a part of the group. And that's what I think is this episode or the last episode. They said that Candy has not been around because I think she was, at that time, she was filming back and forth between Escape and this show. But whatever. It's the fact that Candy is not showing up. She's over it. She's over being the one person that they're coming at. Candy. Knock knock. Who's there? Nene, bitch. Like Nene was going through the same things that you were going through. Being the person that everybody ganged up on. Come on now. You going through the same thing that Nene was going through. And now you're over it? Okay. Now you can understand how Nene felt. But okay. That do kind of sound like she was hating a little bit, Aaron. It wasn't hate. Like, JJ, it really wasn't hate. That was really her opinion. And at that time, I really agree with her. Why do Marlo have to have a peach? And she's really, and honestly, y'all, are we really seeing something different with Marlo? Like, what is the difference between the friend Marlo and the housewife Marlo? There's not much difference. Candy said on one of the interviews that Marlo will never show her dating life or who she's really in like with. Where is Marlo's mother? Where is Marlo's sister? Where's these people? Like, I need for Marlo to give us something rather than her nephews. You cannot keep draining us with this nephew storyline. We want something different. So that's why I feel like Marlo shouldn't even got a piece. She should have stayed a friend. Because honestly, Marlo don't want to share her life like that. Still to this day, Marlo don't really want to show her life like that. Let's be real. But whatever. I don't feel like she was hating though. They gave Marlo a piece to try and get them ratings back up because them ratings are crashing. The fact that they need Marlo to try and get them ratings back up is a key. And that's why Nene was like, that's a problem. Kenny on the last show looked like she was over the group. I need Nene back and Phaedra bring Portia back too. Can stay going, no shade. And Tawana, no shade. The fact that they edit Cynthia out of one of the episodes when I think Kenya was doing her commercial with Brooklyn. They edit Cynthia completely out. But that's just me. The difference is probably the check that comes with the peach. It just makes it. That's what makes it hating because people trying to stop her bag, and I think that's where people get it messed up. It's not even about the money or the bag. It's about reality. If you're not willing to show everything, then I'm sorry. No, Nene, and I think people take Nene's opinion as hating. She wants what's best for the show. When anytime Nene has gave her opinion on the show or these girls, it's what's best for the show. These are not to spare your feelings. It's nothing personal. It's just for the show. Because Nene has been on the show for years. She knows the formula. Some of these girls do not know the formula. So when she gives her opinion, she knows that this thing is not going to work. The fact that she knew for a fact that Marlo should never got a peach, and now people was like, damn, now we gave her the peach and now she's acting out. And people also call Marlo the new Nene. I think that's crazy. You literally gave, you literally gave a bone to a wild rhinoceros, and it had a sign said do not feed the animals. Marlo is the rhinoceros, and you should have never fed it a peach, because then that when they get that peach, it's gonna run wild and do all sorts of things. But honestly, I'm gonna just be honest. I love the fact that Marlo it took Marlo to have a peach to take Candy to task. I love it, but that's just me. And she says, from Marlo being a friend, bringing the most drama is sad, and I find it very sad too. Why would it take Marlo to get it juking the way this show needs to get it juking? Hey Philly, hey Philly Scorpio, hey boo. Why did it need for Marlo to go from a friend to a peach to take Candy to task? I find that very crazy. And I understand, and this just, I don't know if it's just me being a Sagittarius. I don't believe Nene is a hater. I don't think Nene is jealous of none of these girls. But I will say this. Nene, the only thing that you tripped up on is when you said that you weren't threatened by none of these girls. But then in the beginning, you said that you did not want Phaedra to be on this platform because they already had an Anthony. What's that that state Athens girl? They had an Athens girl already. Nene, you were hating. You were jealous. I don't feel like, but I don't feel like you were jealous, but you were threatened by Phaedra coming on to the season. It was another girl. It was another girl from Athens, and you did not want Phaedra on the season. You were threatened by Phaedra. That's where you tripped up, Nene. You were threatened by Phaedra. So for you to say that you weren't threatened by no girls that was brought onto the show, I don't care what you say, Nene. You were threatened by Phaedra. So I'm gonna be honest on that. The only girl that you were threatened by, and these are your words, that you did not want Phaedra on the cast because she was a girl from Athens, and they already had that in you. You were threatened. That's no shade. But we can move forward. I just wanted to put that out there because y'all be like, I don't hold Nene to task. I do. Trust and believe I do. I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a real bitch. Okay? All right, let's get off the Marlo situation. Let's get off the Marlo situation. Because we talked about how um well, before we go into the candy, because we're gonna segue into the candy thing. They made it. Carlos King played a game with Nene on who's a star and who's not a star. She feels like, so one of the people she thinks is somewhat of a star and can have potential to be a star, which is Kenya. And I love the fact that she's giving certain girls their props in this interview. I do feel like she never was threatened of Kenya. I know a lot of people would like love to paint the narrative that Nene was threatened by Kenya's stardom, that Kenya was getting more shine, getting this, getting that. But I don't feel that way. I don't. I never thought that Nene was jealous of Kenya. Never did. Me personally, while watching it, never did. And it reigns true because they both can give each other's props without throwing shade at one another. The fact that Kenya can give Nene props, till this day, Kenya has given it up to Nene. Still to this day. Even with all the back and forth that they have done over the years, Kenya and Nene has given each other's props continuously. Okay? They can keep Miss Tardy for the party. Kim also, I agree. Marlo is def not Nene energy. I agree. I'm just liking. I'm gonna get back to the discussion. I like Phaedra. I know she did nothing foul. She did something foul, but that bitch is entertaining. Kenya and Nene know what it is when those cameras are on. I agree, Tawana. But yeah, she said that Giselle, Robin, Candy, Claudia, and all them other girls are starless. And I would have to agree with her. Okay. Now let's segue on to Candy. Let's segue on to Candy. Okay. Now, a lot of people, and I'm gonna be honest, y'all, and y'all know I'm 100. Like the video, y'all. Like the video. While y'all in here, like the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure y'all liking everything, okay? And make sure everybody else is liking when they coming up here. Like this video, y'all. Candy. I'ma say this again and again, and I know how everybody loved them some Candy. Okay. Listen, and I'ma say, and I have to say this. Aside, okay, aside from all of Candy's accomplishments, take away Candy's accomplishment, her businesses and everything. When it comes to reality TV, I want everybody to take your personal feelings about Nene aside, put it to a side. I want y'all to really um think logically. In reality TV realm, star wise, okay, aside from Candy being accomplished in businesses and all this stuff, multiple businesses, even helping other people, can you really see Candy as an anchor for Housewives of Atlanta? That she can rally the girls up. She can rally the girls up, all of the girls, and she can band them together. And let's get to this. And let's get it together. Let's be real. Rather, and no shade, and even down to entertainment. A lot of people have said that Candy is not entertaining. She's not a star. Her family is. Her family. And it's okay. It's not hating. I don't like the fact that people continuously says to Nene that she is jealous, she is insecure when Candy came onto the franchise. We have to stop saying that because I truly believe in my heart of hearts that neither party is jealous of the other. I find it in my heart of hearts, and I swear to God, and I put this on everything. I truly feel that neither one of these women are truly envious, jealous, or whatever you want to call it. They are not towards each other. It's not that serious. So when Nene says that she really do not understand why Candy has this animosity towards her. It is real, you guys, because I have watched it. We have to go back to season 2, you guys. We have to go back to season 2. Now, for all of my season 2, we have to take out our minds like, okay, we like Candy. We like her. We like Candy. She's a billionaire. She's millions. She's doing this. She's doing that. Take all that aside. When Candy came on, she stated that she was a fan of Nene Leakes. That she loved Nene from season 1. Okay? She meets Nene. They don't really hit it off because Nene is seen shading her. Like honestly, like shading her. Like, as we look back on it today, was it really like all that? Was it really like so hurtful that that she said this? She said that Candy's ghetto and she's a country but like, was that really serious? And if you think about the blow up that her and Candy had, it was Candy. It was Candy who had egg on her face at the end of the day, while you were trying to get in cahoots with Kim and try to play Nene or whatever you were trying to do. Who was the one who ended up crying on season 3 reunion? Who ended up who was the one who was ended up on the couch crying about the song being used or whatever? Or and then the fact that you sued Kim, she sued you back and won. And Nene told you that Kim is you Kim is a liar and a manipulative. And that's what she said that you were gonna learn. You're gonna learn that. And gosh darn it, Candy learned that day that Kim Zolciak is a friend to no one. She will stab her parents in the back. We all have seen Kim K. Soon as she got with Croy, she gave her middle finger to her parents. I bet I want to really ask Kim K to this day. What are you still talking to your parents? Y'all still know that she literally gave her middle finger up to her parents. I'm just saying. But anyway, Candy gagged when Kim did that shit to Candy. Candy ended up crying on the reunion. And at the end of the day, let me just say this. I bet you Nene was laughing inside because it didn't need to go. It didn't need to do that. It didn't need to go as far as Candy took it. So after that, there was this there was always this tension. And this is no fault to Nene. And I know everybody wants to blame Nene for the situation with Candy, but they're not taking into the account that Candy was always in the confessional trying to find out why people are friends with Nene and why you this, why is Nene, why are you talking to Nene, why are you this, why are you that? Y'all remember all those confessionals? Oh, why this person talking to Nene? Why are you talking to Phaedra? Because you wasn't talking to Cindy and now you want to come over here, you want to do this, you want to do that. Just Candy stay questioning situations that really had nothing to do with her, but she just wanted to like ask why people is still friends with Nene, why you could do this, why you could do that. It had nothing to do with her. Like there was certain like people have to actually go back and look. And who remember when they season 8. And this is how much of a vivid watcher I am. This is how much a vivid watcher I am. And I've said this before. I'm not gonna pay attention to Scotty. Scotty, hey boo. Candy, when they came together, child, when they came together and they said they was gonna squash, let bygones be bygones, and they're gonna start anew, and then how Nene was the one to have Candy's back, and that Phaedra debacle in season 9 and season 10, how Nene was riding for y'all remember how Nene was riding for Candy, was had Candy's back? Did nobody forget that how they had she had Kenny's back on that one? And then season 12 comes, and when Nene was getting less and less episodes and how Bravo was phasing her out, Nene went on to speak on it and made several comments. Well, Nene was not in the episode. What's going on with Nene? She was throwing shots at Nene. And people don't want to go back to that. People do not want to go back to that. Do not want to go back and look at the fucking history between them. Every freaking thing was petty. And Nene said this. And when Nene said this, I've always said this. Why is Candy giving so much heat towards Nene, but she's not giving this heat towards Sheree, towards Kim, towards none of these girls, other girls that did worse than Nene? Like, let's be real. Her and Candy has had petty arguments. She said this, and I have to agree. But I remember Sheree was lying on you. Sheree lied on you, Candy. Season 4. Remember when she lied on you and said something that you didn't say? And she lied on you and she's trying to spin it, but she's your friend, and she's trying to like lay you out in front of people, but you're still friends with Sheree. And the question, the craziness of it all. Why are you still friends with Portia? Why are you still friends with Portia? And before I go further, let me go up and listen and get with these comments. Okay, let's get to it. Philly Nene did her big one on that interview. I believe that Phyllis Candy family made her relevant on the show. No, she's a good supporting cast member, but she doesn't give main character energy. Nene said that she's a great supporting cast. Yes, y'all, please like this video, comment, share, hit the notification, everything. Like this video. No, she isn't the anchor though. She belongs there, but she isn't an anchor. Her story kind of died off after Phaedra Gate. We're gonna get to the Phaedra Gate. Christy, Candy is definitely an anchor. See, you letting your like for Candy already shadow everything. So I don't really take what you say is okay, but okay. She is someone who everyone respects and can get along with. Nene wasn't a likable person, isn't going to get the girls together. Nene is entertaining as fun. Many times, Nene has gathered the girls together. Many times. When has Candy ever gathered the girls? But okay. But we can't run the show with a bunch of Nenes. Never said that. Who said that though? Nene got a big head and felt like she was better than others. Once she felt she was too good for others, then went downhill. I think people are reading other people's comments and making it their own. That's how I feel. Because I feel like I have read similar comments as this one. So I feel like you're taking comments from other what other people say and making it as your own. And I think that's what people does nowadays. That's my opinion, but whatever. Kenya, or Cynthia scheme to get Nene fired. A lot of people feel like that. Of course, Nene has no fault with nothing. I never said that, but okay. Um, I understood why I questioned Phaedra being friends with Nene. That made sense. Does it? Does it? Does it? Okay. Yes, Nene was riding for Candy. Okay. Neither party was innocent in this Nene debacle, but okay, we gonna pretend like Nene is innocent and everything. I never said Nene was innocent. That's what y'all said. Never said Nene was innocent. Was jealous of Nene. Okay. Hey, LaShawn, why can't that be in his just that? Why can't that just be his opinion? Because I've seen that opinion so many times. I feel like people copy and paste what other people constantly say on social media and they make it as their own. So that's how I feel. That's just how I feel. And it is what it is. But thank you, Scotty. That's just how I feel. That's how I feel. But you do say it every time you open your mouth. I don't. I never say that. I'm just saying it's a different perspective than what the narrative is being painted. Because I have literally watched, let me just say this. I have watched certain people say the same thing over and over. Nobody has an objective opinion. And that's what troubles me about things. I'm not saying what Nene has done is anybody's fault. She made the decisions. She has to go out in the world and be okay with the decisions that she has made for herself. I never said that Nene was innocent. I never said that Nene was all goody two shoes. I never said that. And you have to go back, Scotty, because I think you just came in. But I'm just saying that we have to go back and actually look, because I feel like when the show was coming on, I feel like people were Team Candy, but now we're grown and now we can assess the situations, the situations between Candy and Nene, and the and why their relationship is so weird, because it's so, they respect each other but they're so combative. They don't know where to place each other, because one day they're the good and then the next minute they're not good, because either party feels like the other person is throwing shade their way, and then they not want to talk, they want to put it on social media. It's like, it's crazy. But anyway, I know what Scotty's trying to do. We're not trying to make this about like, oh, Nene buys. Okay, good girl. But anyway, um, with the whole Candy situation, and I just have to be honest that it's okay for Candy not to be right all the time. It's okay for Candy to not always be right. And I feel like that's what the majority consists, that Candy cannot do no wrong. Candy, oh, I feel that's why Candy did this or Candy did it. But people don't say that Candy was wrong for this. Candy, why are you giving it like that? It don't make no sense. So when Nene said that she's still so confused why she forgave Portia and give her all the blues, it's so crazy. Yes, Taz. Hey, Taz. Candy has problematic moments like everybody else. Thank you. And people do not want to point out those problematic moments. They really don't, because they feel like Candy is so big, so rich, and so this. They kind of just sweep it under the rug. That's what they tend to do with Candy. And I've seen that shit. Oh, but Candy feels like this, but Candy feels like, come on now. It's okay. She's human. She has flaws just like other people. But let's go on to the whole thing about Portia. Why you are friends with Portia? People, I watch some people reviews on the Nene interview, and they even have questions for Candy. Why was you so gung ho to forgive Portia, but not want to have a conversation with Phaedra? And I do agree. There should have been some closure there. There should have been there should have been a conversation between Phaedra and Candy. At some point, there should have been a conversation. Because no shade, Candy, you were so quick to forgive her and do all these things with her, but she was in on the situation with Phaedra. But you forgave Portia. You forgave Portia. You forgave Sheree, and you also forgave Kim. You forgave Kim. Girl, Kim sued you. First of all, Kim sued you and won. Let's talk about it. Kim sued you and won. Okay? Kim brought up the fact that, oh, she's glad that you have an inside pool because you're black. You don't really need the sun. What? Or how your place of residence at the time was in the ghetto and that she needed to lock her doors. And you still turned a blind eye to that. But you're willing to give Nene so much fever. You gave Nene so much fever, girl. You gave Nene so much favor, but you did not give that fever to Kim. I find it to be very, very crazy. Nene didn't do half of the things that them other girls did. Nene did not do half of the things that them other girls accused you of. But you're back in their face, smiling and keep kikaying and everything. Cool. And that's how you, that's what you want to do. Okay, hey. But it's a little bit questionable. Just like how, and I'm also give Nene a little bit. Just like how people question Nene on why the fact that she keeps giving Kim compliments, but you put Kim in your lawsuit on how she's this racist, she's this, she's that, and you still want Kim K to come back to the show. But here's the thing, y'all. I feel like, and this is just my opinion. I'm not saying this is for fact. My opinion. Nene is still in the mindset of entertainment. Nene and Kim brought entertainment when Real Housewives premiered, it was Nene and Kim. So Nene is still in that mindset. The girls from season 1, the only person that can bring that type of level of entertainment is Nene and a Kim Zolciak. Listen, all personal feelings about Kim being racist, whatever aside, her mouth, the way that she can gather the girls and not be scared of no bitch, the way Kim can go head to head with not only Nene, Sheree, Lisa Wu, Kenya, Marlo. She can go to head. She could go head to head with any one of these girls. And the fact that she's a white woman going against all these black girls, going head up, not being a scary hoe. Let's get into that. Let's get into that. She's talking from a show perspective. She's not talking about something this personal. She's talking about the she's talking about the show. What's best for the show. And I think a lot of people like conflicts with that. Like, why are you caping for the white girl that's racist and not nobody that looks like you has your color, and you caping for this white girl? But she's literally saying that with me and her together, it's entertaining. And we all saw the first season. Fucking Lisa Wu was a fucking bobblehead. Lisa Wu wasn't nobody's entertainment. She wasn't nobody's entertainment on Hollywood Divas. Do anybody remember Hollywood Divas? Lisa Wu wasn't shit on there. Deshaun Snow, Z, I'm sleep. Sheree. Sheree is like a revolving door. She comes and goes, she comes and goes, she comes and goes, she comes and goes. She clocks in, picks up her puts down her lunch, put down her food, clocks in, she does what she does. But if it's not enough, if she's not putting 110%, bitch, we could find another person. And then she's fired the following season. She's done the following season. That's no shade. So it's all about the show. Nene is only talking about the show. Personal feelings aside, she's doing what's best for the show. No shade. A lot of people conflicts with that. She's talking about the show. Fuck what her personal feelings about fucking Kim is. She's talking about the show. And if what's best for the show is having Kim and Nene go back and forth like old fucking times, let's get the bitch on. She probably don't like it, but shit, play the motherfucking game. Okay? Her not being an anchor, I agree with. Candy is not an anchor. And that does not mean that we need a whole ensemble full of Nenes, but at least contribute to something. There were times where Candy would show up. These last couple of seasons, she has not shown up. She has not. And let's be real. She has not. No, Candy is not an anchor. She has never rallied the girls. Candy is not a good anchor. No, she's not. But that's your opinion. Okay, I'm going to let you have it. I'm going to let you have that you feel like Candy's an anchor, but I don't feel like that. Okay. So, Sheree is not an anchor. I agree. I agree. Sheree is not a anchor. Sheree, like I said before, Sheree is a revolving door. She is literally like a boomerang. You throw her, she comes right back. Then who, Christy, then who is the anchor? Nobody on the show right now is an anchor. Not Kenya, not Candy. Nobody is the anchor. And not even Sheree is the anchor. They don't have no anchor on that show. They're trying to make Sheree the anchor, and she's not. Because let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real. Do y'all really believe that these girls respect Sheree? Do y'all feel in your heart of hearts that the cast respects Sheree? They don't respect Sheree. They do not respect Sheree. Sheree is the laughing stock of the OGs. They laugh at Sheree because she has failed so many times. She don't get it. She is a worse person to argue with because she stutters damn near half through her fucking point. She can't even get through her point half of the time because she constantly stutters through it. She's not a good person to argue with. She's not. I'll be like, damn, here goes Sheree. They just keep bringing Sheree back for what? What is she going to show that's different than any other season? Oh, she got Martell. Well, we found out that that was a clout chase moment. That they're not really together in real life. And who cares about your son being a father now? Who cares? You're not showing the son anyway. Who cares? But that's just me. Like I said, Sheree is a boomerang. She always comes back. Like they don't like. I agree with Nene. She don't. They don't. It never seemed like the network values Sheree. She's always there to pick up the crumbs. She's always waiting by the phone, and that's what Sheree is. She's a wait by the phone type of bitch. She's an on call type of bitch. She's a temp. You're only there to cover my breaks. When I'm on break, you have to cover me, Sheree, because I'm on break now. Now, when I'm not off break, you go to your motherfucking corners and you take a 5 and go eat a sandwich or some shit because you're the break girl. You only here when I'm on break, bitch. That's it. Now, when I'm back, you go back home. You go back home. You eat your chips. You get it. You cook in your empty ass house. That's just for you. You trying to stunt, and I bet you, when you're not on Housewives, that house will be in foreclosure. I bet you. Mark my words. But anyway, let's move along from that. Let's talk about Wendy Williams. Let's talk about Wendy Williams, guys. Let me take before we go into Wendy Williams. Let me go into these comments. Because it's a lot. Neither party was innocent in this. Okay, I think I read that. Why can't you don't say it every time you open your mouth? Okay, maybe because everyone thinks it. Okay. I never hear you say Nene's wrong for anything. You're biased as fuck, and that's okay. Well, you need to play back this video because I definitely call out Nene. A lot of things that has happened brought on herself, but okay, she's a victim. Never said she was a victim, but that's how you feel. Wanted to be the head honcho. Candy wasn't having it. You can't press someone like Candy who doesn't need the show. Well, if she doesn't need the show, then she should get the fuck off, right? If she doesn't need it, right? Didn't y'all say that when Nene said that she didn't need the show? Didn't y'all say that she should get the fuck out? I'm just saying. Okay, gotcha. It's also okay for Nene to not be right either. Got you. We read that, and people do point them out though. No, they don't. Has flaws too, but you never speak on it. I do. Candy should have been made to have the should have been made to have the conversation with Phaedra because she's on a reality show. Period. How she get off with not having to have the tough conversation like everyone else? I agree. Um, and yet y'all were the same ones that said Candy needed to get over with when she was mad at Pusha for 2 seasons straight, but now that's over it, y'all still mad. No, there shouldn't have. Why would anyone talk to someone who said they you okay. All right. She do owe Phaedra no conversation. I'm not having a conversation with no one that said to try to got you. If I was Candy, I would have beaten Phaedra black and blue. I agree. When Kim stole that baby name, I don't feel like that was real, but that's just me. I'm okay with her forgiving Portia. She still should have had to have a conversation with Phaedra. I agree. Because I swear, Candy was trying to make Kenya and Nene talk it out. But that's just me. All right. Forgives Kim too, but then turn around and call her racist and be friends with her again. Fuck out of here. Okay. Isn't anyone's for neither? Okay. I'm speaking from terms of a reality show. The fans were robbed of that moment. I agree. And I don't think people are thinking of terms of reality show, but whatever. I don't care about a show. Shit is deeper than a show. No, it happened on the show. You should have a conversation on the show. There's been a lot of shit that people have said on the show, and they still have the conversation with the person. Shit, hell, a quad got hit in the face with a glass. It still end up having a conversation with fucking Nicole. Girl, all right. I wouldn't give a fuck about robbing y'all. I'm not sitting nobody. Well, that's you, Scotty. But okay, that's criminal. Now we making excuses on why I can be cool with Nene. I'm not saying. Did I say that? But okay. All Phaedra's gonna do is sit there and be dry, acting like she don't know what she did. Well, I don't think y'all know that, but okay. Scotty, that's why the show is trash now. No one wants to produce a good show. Could have cussed Phaedra out during the conversation. No one said they had to make up. Period. No conversation is needed. Sorry. Okay. As we know, love it is dead. Yeah, they should recast the show because nobody's given like TV. Doesn't have a personality. Carry these girls is Real Housewives. Excuses. Okay. Was a great show. It was, but I'm just saying that Lisa Wu wasn't shit on the show. Was not good TV. Is not an anchor. Kenya, Candy isn't trying to be an anchor. Who says she was? Is not even about. Is this the? You said that you the longest running housewife. I believe if you're gonna be the long runnest housewife, you should want to gather the girls or whatever. I don't, if they look towards you, but they're looking towards Sheree at this point. But that's just me. That's why the show is trash. Okay. Okay, that makes more sense then, as they do, but okay. Kenya issues aren't the same. Gotcha. I don't give a fuck. I'm not sitting with a bitch that accused me of. Yeah, it is me. And that's why I'm saying it. I agree. All right. Okay. Wendy Williams. And let me wrap this up because I'm not gonna talk about it too much. You can tell that it was a one-sided friendship. That Wendy Williams was gonna do what Wendy Williams always have done is be nice in your face and talk shit while you're not in the presence of her. Okay? I do feel like at a point that just like Nene, and people could say this, that Wendy got too big for her britches. And I feel like she brought a lot of shit on herself. She could have definitely put a stop to certain different situations. but I feel like the thing with Nene, and just because they got into it, you're gonna stop her bag. I felt that was childish and stupid, but that's just me. Um okay. I just feel like that the last season when Wendy Williams and Nene would have a conversation on the show, people felt it being funny or whatever. Wendy Williams just I felt and really embarrassed Nene, really embarrassed Nene, and really made fun of Nene publicly, and really dragged Nene unnecessarily. I never felt like what Wendy did or said towards Nene was warranted, because I remember when Wendy Williams got that divorce from her husband and she wanted to make things right with the people that she has wronged. And she said she wanted to reach out towards Nene because they wanted to talk and whatever. Nene was open because she wasn't at that place. She wasn't at that place. And I feel like when certain things, I felt like Wendy felt like is a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people was in Wendy's ear and has told Wendy that Nene is using you for clout, using you for the show, using you. And I felt like she she literally had she there was a lot of voices in Wendy's ear, in her head, and she just took it out on Nene unnecessarily. Do I feel like Nene wanted to use Wendy as clout? I don't think so. I think Nene genuinely liked Wendy and liked when they used to hang out. But when they were not in close proximity towards each other, then that gave Wendy free reign to attack her. And I just felt that it was fucked up. And I was like, Nene, the girl already, and honestly, I kind of like was like, I like you're too forgiving for me. And I didn't like that. I was like, girl, I'm like, why are you so forgiving of Wendy when she literally took opportunities up under you? Why you want to have this friendship with her? Was you using, I have to say towards Nene, like, was it really clout chase? Was you really using this woman for clout? Because why would you want to be friends with somebody that took a job from you when y'all got into it? Why it was so comfortable when y'all were friends and y'all were hanging out and she gave you that apology or whatever, then then people get in her ear and it was so easy for her to just discard you away like that girl over there. As that girl over there. I never got that. I was like, Nene, why would you let this person back into your life? I know it's been some years since you've been on her show and she has not talked about you or whatever. But girl, I still wouldn't have went out or have anything to say about her. I always looked at Nene like, girl, you're a sag. Girl, once we done with a person, we don't go back. We don't go back. Child, if I don't fucking if I'm done with you, I am done with you. Okay? I am completely done with you. And honestly, sometimes when some time has passed, I'm able to be um I'm able to say hi to you, but it's never going to be no friendship. It's never going to be like I'm going to spark up a conversation with you like it was old times. Like, no, bitch. I don't fuck with you. Bitch, I'm like a fucking Big Sean song. I don't fuck with you. You little stupid ass bitch. I don't fuck with you. Bitch, I don't fuck with you. Bitch. So I still didn't get that. And then going on from that, the opportunities that stopped, that Nene was in conversations with a pocket. Like, like I felt so bad. I felt so bad that she had opportunities for a radio show, a talk show, a podcast, and they were in development, they were in talks, but nothing came about it. And I know a lot of people want to see Nene in a podcast. I would love to, like, what if Nene get a podcast, I'm going to be the first one to subscribe because I just love how she's so honest, knowing damn well if she, the moment that Nene speaks, you know that a lot of these girls going to be pissed the fuck off, i.e. Sheree, i.e. Claudia, we're going to get to you next. Like, you girls, like, are so fucking easy because every time Nene opens her mouth, she cannot even be shady. But this is her raw and uncut opinion, and y'all girls are mad. But okay. But all those opportunities from podcasting to show and everything like that, I want that for her. I want her to start a podcast. But you know, she's older, so she's not really techie like that. Like, I still want her to post on her YouTube channel. Y'all know I'm still subscribed to Nene's YouTube channel. Like, I want Brent to like get back into content creating because I remember when Brent having his YouTube channel and he was studying like editing Nene's YouTube channel. Child, listen, I will fly to Atlanta to edit anything of Nene's. Okay, Nene, if you need an editor, I edit your videos. All right. I'm just saying, I need some coin, child. But anyway, child, she probably gonna call on motherfucking Oliver Twix. You know Oliver Twix love her damn, so it'll probably be Oliver doing her editing, but whatever. But yeah, let's go on to Claudia. Let's go on to Claudia, y'all. Um, hey Jonathan, I do feel that Candy and Phaedra should have had a conversation. How she forgave Portia and not Phaedra. They both accused her of that. No shade, Jonathan. When he was using Nene for cloud views and ratings. Yep. All right. Let's go on to Claudia. Because Claudia was brought up. Okay. Claudia was brought up. And Carlos asked Nene the question. Who does she feel won the read off? Or who you feel she, and then she, she's snarky, says me. But I love the fact, and even though I do not agree, but the consensus says otherwise. And what I love about Nene is that she has said this before. So she says that Claudia was the only one to give her competition. Give her competition. And I live for it. Now, I will say to me, for me looking at it, like Claudia had some good ones, but honestly, I feel like those were rehearsed. I feel like those were rehearsed. I feel like she got a lot of the shit from Twitter. I feel like a lot of what she said, people has already said it on Twitter, but somebody made it this big thing because it was said to Nene's face. Okay, great. Um, just my opinion. I definitely don't feel that Claudia won. It was cute. And that's the most relevant that Claudia will ever be, is because that's all what people would attach her to, is reading Nene. Like, Claudia, how does it feel to always be attached to the woman that you honestly have some gripe with? That every time that this woman is in the news, that you have to quietly not say nothing because of the fact people are going to call you a pressed ass bitch and an obsessive fan. Claudia, I find it very strange how you continue to involve yourself. Now let me get my shit off for a moment, y'all, because I said that I was going to do a video in reading the fuck out of Claudia. So this is my opportunity now. And I'm glad I waited until this very fucking interview, till this recap. Okay? Claudia, I find it very, very ironic that every time this woman's name is mentioned or something in the media, you know you have to talk about it on your show. But the mere fact that you wait until everybody else said what they got to say, whether nice or indifferent, you teeter because you don't want to be called an obsessive fan, a stalkish fan, an obsessed fan, and a weirdo. Because you have this hard on for Nene Leakes. I remember you were doing an interview or you was on some live, and somebody said in the comments that Nene said you were this, and you literally went off for 40 days and 40 fucking nights about Nene and shaded her when Nene didn't even say that shit. Nene could be minding her business, didn't say shit, but you would take it upon yourself to go onto your social media and type the fuck out of, like literally press, like she would literally, like, y'all, like seriously, she would pick up her phone and literally type out the most longest, most motherfucking in-depth fucking thesis paper, like motherfucking Danny Erkins, bitch. She's worse than Danny Upkins. The fact that motherfucking Claudia Clawfoot Jordan stay having this fucking issue every time Nene's name is brought up. This recent time Nene's name, because episode 1, she spoke about the whole situation with Cynthia. Now, nobody asks fucking Claudia nothing. The fact that Claudia wants to give her opinion, knowing damn well the person, you know you don't like this person. You know you don't have the best relationship, and you really low-key are stalkers of this person. You continue to speak on and get this information and literally give your opinion on something that has nothing to do with you. Nobody cares about your opinion, Claudia. You are literally not in the headlines if you are not talking about Nene Leakes. Nobody cares about you, Claudia, if you are not talking about Nene Leakes. Girl, how many times you going to like put it out there that Nene's a bully, Nene's a this, Nene's hard to work with, yada yada yada. Shut up. We know how you feel about Nene. Like, stop. And then What's bad is that you're arguing with fans. You are constantly arguing in the comment section with fans. You are going in fans DM and having this whole back and forth, this whatever thing that you trying to convey, and how you feel about why you feel the way you feel about this woman, Nene Leakes, that you're constantly attaches yourself every fucking time this woman speaks. Every time this woman speaks about an opinion about how she feels, you take it upon yourself to go under the comments and write these soliloquies and these motherfucking thesis papers and these term papers like somebody give a fuck, like somebody asked you. And I bet you, since motherfucking Nene Leakes gave you some motherfucking flowers, gave you props, now you really gonna fucking feel it on motherfucking that weird ass motherfucking show with fucking funky ass Doniva with her ugly ass and motherfucking the gay out of the closet Al Roker. Ain't his name Al Roker, y'all? What is his name? Al Roker. His name is Al Roker, right? That gay ass Al Roker and ugly ass funky Doniva. I bet your motherfucking nipples is hard as fuck right now because that girl gave you your props. I bet your motherfucking clitoris is clipping. Is motherfucking percolating right now. It's pulsating right now. I bet you are feeling your pussy because the person that you do not care for, that you obsess over, is giving you a smidget of life. And that's very ridiculous that soon as this girl give you a smidgen of airtime and acknowledgement, your pussy is not going to be able to handle it because now she acknowledged you, Claudia. Because any other time, she's paying you dust. And you constantly are obsessed. You constantly go to your Twitters and your Instagram and make these term papers, like I said, and give your opinion where nobody asks for it. You wanna put yourself, because you so call it. Oh, I hate when bullies is the I hate when people bully people. Oh, Nene's a bully. Shut the fuck up, Claudia. Let's talk about the fact that you were so bothered by Nene. You wanted to race that. You wanted to run. You wanted to literally run after that girl because that girl pays you dust. That girl pays you dust. She don't give a good goddamn about you. And that's the real tea. And the fact that this woman literally told the producers to 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 push you in the forefront because of that little battle that you had, you better be motherfucking glad that Nene Leakes spoke up on behalf of you. And that's a realization that Nene is not a fucking hater. Because if people wouldn't have known that, they would have ran with the narrative that Nene is the reason why you only got one season. Y'all remember? Y'all remember when Claudia didn't return for the next season? A lot of people fault Nene for that. A lot of people faulted Nene because Nene wanted Claudia off, and a lot of people put out the narrative that Nene couldn't stand Claudia because Claudia read her. No, The real tea is Nene wanted Claudia and didn't understand why Demetria got the peach and Claudia didn't. And Nene vouched for Claudia. That means she's not a fucking hater. She's not a fucking hater. T Give is a good show though, Aaron. I can't front. Bullshit. I will never watch it. But I love the fact that you watch it, Tez. Hey, Tez. Period. Hey. But going on for that, I just find it ridiculous. So y'all know that the whatever that show on Fox Flop Soul or whatever the fuck Claudia got going on over there, you know she's going to recap this, right? You know she's going to recap this and she's going to feel her pussy. Y'all know that she's going to feel her pussy. She's going to make it seem like, "Oh, okay, I knew this." And then she's going to feel it. She's going to probably read Nene. She's going to probably read her. But Claudia, put the guns down. Like, you're still bothered by this lady. Because every time she's in the news, here you go. She don't talk about you, Claudia. You stay talking about her. She don't talk about you. You're a obsessed fan, not her. Every time this lady has an opinion and that's different from other people's opinion, it had nothing to do with you, Claudia. It had once motherfucking Cynthia responded to what Nene said. That was it. It didn't need for you to go under the page and write your fucking opinion that nobody fucking cared about. And that's why people that was in the comments was reading the fuck out of you, because you didn't mind the business that pays you. You didn't mind the business that motherfucking paid you. But that's just me. Anyway. But yeah, guys, in closing, because I don't want this to be over 2 hours, I'm gonna just end it on this. They talked about going on tour together. I think they made mention of Nene being on Love and Marriage Atlanta. And I'm gonna just tell you this. If Nene was casted on Love and Marriage Atlanta, that's when I'll review the show. Other than that, hey, I need y'all to go towards Scotty. I need y'all to go to Scotty. I need y'all to go to Color Me Pink. I need y'all to go to Bondi Blue. I need y'all to go to Jamie It's Me. Nisi, I think is Nisi. I forgot her whole Twitter page. I'm sorry. Nisi, go to Nisi, go to giving you all the tea. Giving me all the tea. I think is giving me all the tea. Or Terrence. Go to either one of those YouTube channels so y'all can catch up on all things Love and Marriage. Oh, Scotty, you don't? Scotty, you don't review that show? I'm sorry. But I'm just saying that except Scotty, you could go to any one of those YouTube pages because they do review Love and Marriage franchise. I think now they got Love and Marriage Detroit. That I heard that Love and Marriage Detroit is fucking garbage. That's what I heard. I heard that Love and Marriage Detroit is garbage. That's just me. I don't watch, but that's what I heard. But yeah, I think if they cast Nene, that's when I'll review the show. And until then, I'm not gonna review Huntsville because I don't give a fuck. I'm not reviewing DC because I don't give a fuck. And I'm damn sure not reviewing Detroit because I don't give a fuck. Okay. The only shows that I'm reviewing right now is Real Housewives of New York. I am reviewing Real Housewives of New York. I will review Chasing Atlanta when it comes out. And I'm definitely going to review Baddies East when it comes out. Okay. And y'all, no shade. I'm going to be honest. I'm taking a peek at Jocelyn's Cabaret. Child, I'm doing some binge watching for Jocelyn's show. Child, I cannot be one of those girls on the cast of Jocelyn's Cabaret. Cause baby, the way Jocelyn been talking to these girls, oh my God, bitch. These girls have to suck it up so motherfucking bad. I just cannot. Not with the mouth that I got. I can't suck. Bitch, I would have to go because, baby, the way I would have picked up one of these glasses and threw it at this bitch, like, it'll be a murder scene. I'm turning Pink Friday into Friday the 13th. Fucking with me, Jocelyn. Oh, girl. The way my nerves, ooh, I cannot have somebody talking to me crazy and me just sit there. I gotta go off. I gotta fight you. I gotta do something. I gotta harm you in some type of way, some way or some form of fashion. I gotta harm you. But that's just me. But I love the fact that um Carlos want to go on tour with Nene to talk. I don't know what they're gonna talk about. They probably gonna handle that on the back end. Hopefully, Carlos go live somewhere today or tomorrow. I don't think he's going live today. He might go live tomorrow to talk about the part two. Claudia will be going live or doing her dumbass show. She's gonna talk about it and feel it on her motherfucking pussy. So we're gonna get ready for that because I'm gonna read her down again if she does. So yeah, I want y'all to tell me, how do y'all feel about this interview? Did y'all like this interview? This second part of Nene's interview. Do y'all think that because a lot of people has been saying that Nene has took no accountability. Um, well, I listen. I just watched the interview. Like, I have my opinions. People could say I'm biased but I just have questions. I'm not biased. I can call Nene out when she's wrong and when she's being phony and fake. I've done that. Y'all just choose to smooth over it because I have these opinions and whatever, and I don't really care. It's cool. But like, comment, and subscribe, you guys. What do y'all think about this review? What do y'all think about Nene's part two? What do y'all think about Nene on Love and Marriage Atlanta? What do you think about Carlos and Nene going on tour together? What do y'all think they're gonna be talking about? Do y'all think they gonna talk about Bravo, Housewives, or more celebrity gossip? What do y'all think? Um, yeah, what do y'all think about her opinions on Kenya? Kenya, Candy, Sheree, Claudia. Were y'all shocked when she gave Claudia her props? That's what I really want to know. What do y'all think? What did y'all think about the whole her explanation of the lawsuit? Yeah, thank you, Taz. I appreciate you so much. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys for coming through and showing me nothing but love. Love you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. I will catch y'all at another video. Okay. Please be sure to follow me on all of my social medias in the description below. I will see y'all in another video. Bye, you guys. Thank you for everybody that commented. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Love you down. Scotty, I also love you. Even though you get on my motherfucking nerves, you're one of the best, and you're the only person that can really get me to going. And I'm gonna call you and curse you out. but I feel like I'm not going to today because I have to go to sleep and all that because I have to go to work in the morning. Taz, don't smile at me like that, child. Don't smile at me, all right? Don't do that. But anyway, later, y'all. Bye.